Craighead Christmas Message 2020. When we started the year, we couldn't have predicted we would spend weeks and months alone, unable to visit our friends and family, and then spend time queuing outside our local supermarket just to buy the essentials. You could even say that the coronavirus is like the kind of virus that brought down the alien invaders in H.G. Wells' The War of the Worlds. Yes, with having to wear masks inside shops and public buildings and many of our everyday activities limited, this year has felt somewhat apocalyptic, like something from the pages of H.G. Wells' science fiction book or even one of those dystopian novels written by Aldous Huxley and George Orwell. But despite all the drastic changes to our lives, we have endured. You have endured. And the speed with which scientists have developed a vaccine in the last 9 months proves the ingenuity of humanity. This can comfort us as we wait for the vaccine program to be rolled out across the country and protect our most vulnerable friends and family members. Of course, beyond the scientific breakthroughs and advancements in medical knowledge in tackling the coronavirus, our own individual achievements are no less significant. For some of us, the time away from our regular routine has helped us finish a novel, learn to play a musical instrument or speak a foreign language. For others, it has led to a new exercise regime or to using new technology to chat via Zoom, Skype or FaceTime and form new habits to break old ones. Of course, for others, this year hasn't meant spending time learning a new skill or producing something like a painting or a book. Instead, for many others, this year has been a complicated process of learning to recreate themselves. Those who have been furloughed for months will have had to ask themselves the question, who am I when I am not working? Those who can't travel abroad, go to their social clubs or visit their favorite events and exhibitions as they would like have had to ask themselves, who am I when I am not around other people? And for those that have lost a loved one but were unable to attend their funeral, they had to ask themselves, how do I grieve for the one I loved when I cannot mourn as I would like? Whether it be the loss of a job, a way of life or a loved one, these major shifts in life can be overwhelming and lead to depression and anxiety and be especially difficult at a time when we can't easily reach out to those closest to us. For many of us, this year has been an emotional desert. With worries over our livelihoods, relationships, and the losses we have suffered along the way, that desert has turned into a desert of despair. But despite what we have been through, and despite the weeks and months of waiting ahead of us that may seem to slip through the hourglass of time like grains of sand, perhaps there is an oasis of hope in this desert that we can find in our minds, especially if we must spend Christmas alone this year.